deal. What the Buck was, you know, featured in it, and when you first look at that, you don't really think anything about it, but then when you think about things, it's like, well, they're both YouTube partners, and What the Buck, you know, some, you know, creepy guy in Southern California, why would he want to be on a video game channel from some guy that originates in Ohio, and vice versa? It's almost as if YouTube's like, hey, you know what, we got these two horses that we really want to push, let's, you know, give them a cameo there. And it's kind of like, you know, it's like things are clearly being orchestrated behind the scenes. It's like, well, we're going to put, you know, two of our up-and-coming stars together, and it's like, what other rationale could there be other than YouTube is handpicking these people like What the Buck, like Irate Gamer, and, you know, forcing them down our throats. And that's what's got me to the point where I am disgusted with the website. I'm disgusted that every time I see that homepage, it's a Shay Carl video, it's a Charles Trippy video, it's a Justine Shane Dawson video. I mean, it's to the point where it's like, yeah, I get it now. You can't compete unless you whore yourself out. And a side note to that, there was one time that I got a video featured on the front page of YouTube. I covered the story of Oprah and that lady Charla Nash who got her face ripped off. And I wasn't intending on using this as like a fake thumbnail or anything like that, but I used a still shot of her face, and I used it as the thumbnail. Now, I never change a thumbnail. It's always a still shot of me, other than like my series of douchebag videos. I have like a little, like, you know, logo, but it's not designed to get people to watch it. It's just to, like, you know, coordinate them. But I never do that. And the one time that I did do it, and I used that picture of Charla Nash, YouTube gives me a front page feature, and I'm like, holy shit. It's kind of like they see me playing along with the other guys, like Shane Dawson. They're like, you know what? Let's show this guy. If he does this, we're going to start featuring him more often. I took it as a message of, like, kiss my ass. I pulled the thumbnail right away, and I never did it again until I made a recent video. And this was a video to prove that this system works. It's a video where I basically say, hi, I'm the Archfiend. I'm a YouTube partner. And what this video is, it has nothing to do with the title, nothing to do with the thumbnail. I'm doing an experiment, and what I want to show you guys is that fake thumbnails and misleading titles works. And I'm not going to take a penny from this. I'm not going to enable ads, even though I'm a YouTube partner and I can do so. I uploaded that video 3 months ago. It has about 85,000 views right now. It has a fake title of a picture of Justin Bieber, and the title is something like Justin Bieber has sex and gets a girl pregnant. And, like, my videos, just for people out there, like, a good video of mine will get like 10,000 views. Okay, this video I made just showing you, and it has nothing. I don't talk about Justin Bieber in the video, and I've changed the title of the video just basically on, sometimes like on current events, like when someone won, like when Canada won the gold medal, like shit like that. I would change the title to that, and just to show you, it works. It absolutely works. Fake thumbnails will bring people to watch your shit. And that's the thing that kills me with Shane Dawson. He uses those fake thumbnails, those misleading titles, mentions maybe a half a second about, you know, what was in the fake title or what was in the fake thumbnail. And people are like, well, you know, if it's no good, they're not going to watch it, they're not going to subscribe to it. No. If it's force-fed in front of you enough, eventually they're going to find the people out there that are the lapdog bitches that will subscribe to the shit like that. It's all fifth-rate comedy that would be laughed out of the worst Saturday Night Live cast ever. And it's just amazing that that shit is taking over YouTube. And that's why I'm at the point where just from this false flagging shit and just me basically just not wanting to expose these people anymore, because the people that I exposed was my attempt to make the system better. When I would rant on someone like Justine, who I call I-whore because that's what she is, and Shay Carl or Charles Trippy, it was basically to expose the system and get some of their fans pissed about it and make them say, hey, why do you have to use fake thumbnails and misleading titles? You have millions of fans. You're going to get hundreds of thousands of dollars no matter what. Why do you got to sacrifice your self-image on top of it? But I'm to the point now where it's like, boy, it's a losing battle because the whores outnumber the non-whores by 1,000,000 to 1. So, I mean, I'm just kind of disgruntled with the system, and I'm done making, you know, good entertaining videos. And I was telling that to people in my chat room earlier tonight. And I'm just basically at the point now where I just want to just, you know, thumb my nose at the system. I'm going to use it just like the AVGN does, where I'm going to, you know, promote when I'm live on my website, when I upload a video on my website. And anyways, yeah. I think I droned on quite a bit long enough here, so I'll throw the floor back to you.
No, that's okay. It's quite a in-depth subject, and I think one of the reasons why it's very, I don't want to say difficult for me to make videos is because talking like to yourself in front of a camera, it's not as easy as people make it out to be. It's kind of awkward. So being able to actually like interact with someone, it's so much better. That's why I love to do more live shows, because I can hear what someone else has to say, and it can actually, because one of the things on my particular video that you responded to, there were definitely some things that you've got 9 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever to make a point, and you're trying your best to illustrate whatever your point is, and it's very easy to have it misunderstood or have people take it in the wrong way. And you know, everyone says like you don't like people because they're popular, or they'll say something like, if you don't like it, make your own site. And to be honest with you, that's one of the dumbest comments I've ever heard ever in a video, is make your own site. Because that's like saying, if you don't like New York City, make your own New York City. Or if you don't like the United States, make your own United States. It is that dumb. And so it's like you're talking about and people have no idea what the power of media really is. They have no idea the history of the media. I don't know. Are you familiar? Have you ever heard of William Randolph Hearst? Have you ever heard the name?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever seen his house?
No.
It's a castle. If you go Google it, if anyone wants to, if anyone's watching this, go to Google right now and Google Hearst Castle, and take a look at what you see. This guy basically owned land in California, roughly the size of, like, I don't know, maybe like West Virginia. He's a publishing tycoon. He ran all sorts of publications, and the movie Citizen Kane was about him. And he was asked one time, because he basically controlled a lot of print media, a lot of newspaper type media. And they asked him one time why he didn't go into like movies or things like that. And you know what his response was? You can crush a man in the media.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what you can do. Now, think about this. YouTube, when it started out, you could reach the whole world. When it started out, there was just YouTube, just like the internet. Now, it's broken down into all sorts of little subcategories. The UK, I see people in China, Australia. There's like all sorts of different regions now. So when you're uploading your videos, you're like, for example, if you were in 2007 and you were on the popular page, all the people that were using YouTube proper, they would all see your video on featured or on the most viewed. Now you got only a fraction of that. So what they've done is they've kind of broken it down into segments. And one of the interesting things, if you can, I don't know if you went to that link yet. Let me post this link for you. Let me post this in the comments section here. Kind of awkward because on Blog TV you actually have to paste it. Okay, on this link right here, if you can go to it, you'll see where because everyone has this whole thing about subscriber numbers. And the subscriber numbers are a complete joke. If you look on the one that says 9%, if you scroll down about halfway down the page, you'll see an image that has 9%. And if you look on this image, I basically went to each one of the, you know, probably, I don't know if they're in the top 5 or whatever, but I took like Niga Higa, took Fred, Smosh, your buddy Shane Dawson, and Phil. And what I did was I basically went and said, okay, how many people are actually watching that are subscribed to them? And if you notice, you're looking at 21%, 28%, 17%, 9% for Fred, 23%. So basically, if you look at all these views that are being pumped into these top 5, 10, 25 channels, the Annoying Orange or iJustine or whatever these channels are, if you look at how many people are subscribed to them versus how many people that are actually watching their videos, they're a fraction of that. So if you look at your channel and you look at your videos, you say, okay, well, I've got 10,000 views on a video and I have 10,000 subscribers. maybe 3,000 come from your subscription box, or 5,000 come from your subscription box. So subscribers aren't nearly what people think it is. So, let's put it this way. One of the most